Former Special Counsel Robert Hur was in the hot seat in front of Congress Tuesday and taking heat from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. Hur's investigation looked into President Biden's handling of classified documents. In his bombshell report, he ultimately decided not to recommend charges. Hur describing Biden as an elderly man with a poor memory and explaining to representatives how that played a role in his decision not to prosecute the president. CBN White House correspondent Abigail Robertson brings us the story from Washington.
Robert Hur testified that his assessment of President Biden's memory was necessary, accurate, and fair. He also made the case that including his assessment was crucial context on why he did not recommend charges against Biden for mishandling classified documents.
What I wrote is what I believe the evidence shows and what I expect jurors would perceive and believe. I did not sanitize my explanation, nor did I disparage the president unfairly.
During his investigation, Hur sat with Biden for 5 hours, which led him to conclude the president was an elderly man with a poor memory because he forgot key details from his life, like what year his son Beau died and when he served as vice president.
My task was to determine whether the president retained or disclosed national defense information willfully. I could not make that determination without assessing the president's state of mind. For that reason, I had to consider the president's memory and overall mental state.
House Democrats maintain the report was politically motivated and claim slip-ups have long been par for the course.
I believe, as is his habit, that President Biden probably committed a verbal slip or two during the interview. Mr. Hur completely exonerated President Biden.
Democrats also brought in Donald Trump's handling of classified documents in contrast to Biden's and played multiple montages calling into question the former president's mental fitness.
We did with Obama. We won an election that everyone said couldn't be won. I'm not cognitively. And you know what? When I am, you're going to know it. You're going to be the first people.
That is a man who is incapable of avoiding criminal liability, a man who is wholly unfit for office.
Republicans argued the report boils down to a few key facts.
Joe Biden kept classified information. Joe Biden failed to properly secure classified information. And Joe Biden shared classified information with people he wasn't supposed to.
They also questioned Hur's conclusion to not recommend criminal charges.
Joe Biden broke the law. But because he's a forgetful old man who would appear sympathetic to a jury, Mr. Hur chose not to bring charges.
And showed a video of Biden refuting the report's findings hours after its release.
I did not share classified information. I did not share it. With your ghostwriter? With my ghostwriter, I did not. Guarantee you did not.
Just before the hearing began, the full transcript of Biden's interviews with Hur were released, showing Biden did indeed have multiple memory lapses and trouble recalling key dates during his conversation with the special counsel. Reporting from the White House, Abigail Robertson, CBN News.